actually saw God's hand in my life this year. Like, this year was tough. Like, it was a lot. I always tell people, I don't know nobody. I got no connections. I only have my Jesus. So just relax. It's just another month. Don't let anybody put you under pressure. What you sow is what you will reap, not where you would reap. Because that's always the problem. You think because you are doing good for somebody, the person was do good bad to you. You will break your hands into pieces.
Yes. Is my head showing? Yes. Hi. Hi guys. Is my head showing or is it has cut?
It's showing.
Okay. Hi people. Welcome back to my channel. So hold on, I need to check if I'm actually in the frame because it's my daughter that is helping me to. She's the creative director today.
Welcome back to my channel. Pardon the mess in the first few seconds of this video. Today is the 2nd of December and this video is going to be talking about the things I learned this year. Oh, so those are my WhatsApp status. They actually know the origin of this video. The origin is that I actually shot a content for work. That's why I'm still in the shirt. But I just thought that I was too beautiful to let the beauty go. So I said I'm going to shoot a video. And this is besides the fact that I have so many pending videos I have not put out yet. So what we're going to quickly do is, I'm very hungry. I just got back from afternoon school runs, picking my daughter from school. I want to change out of this clothes. I need to satisfy this girl that's stressing me. And I'm going to come sit down with you and we'll talk about 2024. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I put the baby to sleep. I have eaten, I have changed. I look like a brand new somebody and I'm going to go straight into what today's video is. Like I said, today is the 2nd of December and I'm hoping that I'm able to release this video very soon so that I can make up for all the promises that I have failed to fulfill in the course of the year. So first of all, regarding those promises, I have just been trying to be a perfectionist, you know. I told you at the beginning of the year that I had pending vlogs. I have not finished editing them. I've not even edited some from last year. And the way my brain is wired is that I have to actually edit in chronological order, in the way the events happened. Do you get? That's how my brain is wired. But now I see that no, I don't have to. So that is why this video is going to come out. Exactly. And I also mentioned in the course of the year that I was pregnant and I gave birth to a beautiful baby girl that is so energetic. I actually have to sigh because of the energy. Another thing that happened in the course of the year that I loved about is how I ventured into new business for my dad, selling yams from his farm. And I actually vlogged the whole thing. And I have still not put it out. And we've actually gone through 4 different harvests. One harvest contains 1 heap of 200 tubers. So we've gone through 800 tubers and I have still not uploaded because perfectionism and what else, and so many other things that have happened. But I am going to start uploading these videos however I can. I just know that I captured moments when I was pregnant, I captured when I gave birth, I captured my baby dedication. I'm going to upload them. Even if this baby clocks 1, I'm going to upload. This hair on my head has also expired and my plan was to actually do a video where we will take down the hair together. That is, I'm going to be showing myself taking down the hair and gisting about 2024. I can't say if I'm still going to do that video, but I really want to because I started the year with something like a Twitter roundup kind of thing, but I couldn't keep up because a lot was going on. So I'm going to do another video where we'll just talk about 2024. And personally, I'm just going to pick the good things because 2024 was a lot and I don't want to dwell on all the nonsense that happened in the year. I want to dwell on the amazing things that happened. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 10 things that I learned this year. And as always, I have my notes because I'm not a superwoman that will remember these things. So I always write them down so I don't forget. I don't want this video to be too long. I'm just going to go straight into the 10 things that God taught me this year by himself and he used people to also teach me. The first is that God always answers prayers. And I know it sounds very cliche, but I actually saw God's hand in my life this year. Like, this year was tough. Like, it was a lot. But I I'll be lying if I say, oh, I experienced how tough it was and blah, blah, blah. Things were so bad. No, I honestly cannot explain how my family and I went through this year, but I would be lying if I say it wasn't a breeze. It was a breeze. And I'm just saying that to say that regardless of what is happening around you, if you remember, if your consciousness is that God will answer me, God will sort me out. I don't have any other person. I always tell people, I don't know nobody. I got no connections. I only have my Jesus. So he has to answer me because where am I going to go to? Do you understand? So that was the consciousness with which I lived this year, and my God answered. And the thing with God is when he answers prayers, he doesn't do it the way man does it. Meaning, when you work hard, you expect a certain result out of your physical hard work. With God, his multiplication, his mathematics is so different. Even if this is all you take out of today's video, whoever is watching me right now, I just want to encourage you. And forget that thing of, oh, the year is coming to an end. This year I failed, I've lost it. It's a lie. With God, a day is like 1,000 years. So just relax. It's just another month. Yes, don't let anybody put you under pressure. There's nothing to add for God. God answers like, don't be saying now it's December, nothing has happened. So God answers prayers. It may never seem like it in the moment when you are going through that thing in your waiting room, in your waiting season, but God will answer prayers. Every time you call on him, he answers. Don't give up on God. Ricardo sang that song that says, don't give up on God, cause he won't give up on you. Is able. That is my testimony this year, and I just want to encourage someone out there. I can't say I don't care, like how people always say, I don't care what you're going through. I actually care, but I want you to know that God will answer your prayer. Always go to God. He is the first person you should always go to because he hears and he answers. My number 2 lesson this year is what you sow is what you will reap, not where you would reap. And for me, this is very personal because this year I actually received love in measures beyond my imagination because I always give love. I'm always giving out of my time, my resources to people. I've had tons of friendship breakups that shattered my heart, relationship that scattered, something that will just make you feel very stupid sometimes. Like, why am I even doing all this for people in the past? But this year, the way God surprised me, the way he brought meaningful friendships my way, because there was something my mentor told me, that anything you want in a friend, you need to keep doing it, and you also need to be that friend. So for me, in the area of friendship and even financially, materially, I reaped what I had been sowing, not where I had been sowing, because that's always the problem. You think because you are doing good for somebody, the person was do good back to you. Please, you will break your heart into pieces. Just sow your own. Whatever seed God has laid on your heart to sow it and carry your face away. Wherever the reward is going to come from is not your business. It is the Lord's business, okay? So you are going to reap what you sow. Whether you are saying good or evil, you are going to reap it. That's true. But you are not going to reap it in the same place that you have sown it or in the same measure. So just relax your mind. Just always do good and sow good seeds, okay? The third lesson that I learned this year is to be visible. Some days ago, I was sharing a tweet that I saw that was talking about someone that got this interview. She got a job opening and she had applied to that place several months before that time, and she had now gotten another job, but they now contacted her that they wanted her, but now she has a job. But she remembered someone that used to post about her profession, her career, what she does, and she just thought, oh, this person suits this particular role, and she linked the recruiter with this person, this random person on Instagram, and people were quoting this tweet to say, you know what, the world is no more friendly to introverts. Like, you literally have to be visible. It's not enough that you're an expert. You have to show up. Like, people need to see digital footprints of your work, and you have to literally put your badge on your sleeves these days. And I shared on my status on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp gang, my WhatsApp family carried me this year, so I have to give a special shout out to them. Mwah, 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 mwah. If you're watching this video, I love you guys. Thank you for the companionship, for hyping me, for gassing me up, for just making me laugh. So anyway, I shared this story on my status, and some of my friends responded and were like, you know what, it's so difficult for them. They always overthink. One of my friends actually shared, she's a seamstress. She makes really nice dresses, and that it's so difficult for her to come out of that comfort zone to be showing up every day. And at the time, I had been advertising yams on my business WhatsApp, where I'm supposed to be styling men, because that was what the Holy Spirit said I should be doing. And it was so uncomfortable, and I had to share with her that there were certain questions I asked myself regarding showing up, because I used to overthink before. And after answering those questions, which I think I'll talk talk about in another video, I realized that, see, I'm the one that will suffer if I'm not visible. So you know what? I learned to be visible. I learned to just put steeze and composure on one side and just show up. In another video, maybe next year, we are going to be dealing with that. Once I clear my backlog, there's so much I have to share regarding how to be visible, the things I struggled with. Because what I find is that on social media, everybody's just packaging. Even the people that are teaching you visibility, they are still packaging the visibility. Do you understand? But we're going to talk about that next year, okay? Number 4, the 4th lesson I learned this year. My baby is here. She's now holding my legs. Gosh, she has woken up. Anyway, the 4th thing I learned this year is to be grateful for what is working and stop focusing on what's not working. See, for someone that worries, like if there was an award for someone that worries, I would gallantly get the award. And I used to worry about what's not working. And what that did for me was it beclouded my judgment, it beclouded my sight, my seeing, my perception of all the good things that are working in my life, including what I had already mentioned in terms of friendship. I've never been lucky when it comes to friendship. But this year, especially female friendships, but this year the Lord turned all of that around. I had like there were not a lot of, I don't have a lot of female friends. But you know, God gave me quality friends. And then when I started looking at it, I realized that the people causing me stress are not even a lot. And I focused on them for so long, thinking, oh my God, bad friends. And they are not even a lot. Like they are not even 1/3, 1/4, 0.00 of do you know what I'm trying to say? So most times we don't realize what God has done because we are busy thinking about what's not working. If you think about, oh, I have food on my table, I have a roof over my head, I can pay my light bill, I have data to watch this video that is showing on your screen right now. My phone is working. If you see my phone, it has 2 lines. Samsung is dealing with me, but I don't have money to change the phone yet. I don't want to move to Google Pixel self. So in case you are watching this video and the Lord is ministering to you, please sow into my life or buy me a camera because I'm still using my phone. Anyway, I digress. What I'm just trying to say is it's still working. It has 2 lines, but I'm going to be grateful for it. I'm not going to worry myself about, oh, I don't have the money to buy so and so to change my phone. I've been using this phone for so long. That says, nah. That's not gonna be me again. So be grateful for what's working and stop focusing on what is not working, because that way, you see, you'll be more grateful. There will be gratitude flowing out of your heart. And like Yorubas will say, "Eni to ba monuro amopeda," meaning that if you think deeply, you'll see that there's something to be thankful for, regardless of how terrible you think the situation is. Especially my Nigerians that are watching me, they are thinking, oh, our naira is bad. See, if you think deep, you're going to realize that there's something to be thankful for. So the 5th lesson I learned this year is to take my time. Let me just read how I wrote it. Take your time. The world will wait. There's really no hurry. And I'm saying this with regards to myself because I always put so much pressure on myself to show up, to just make things fast. Do you get what I mean? So I had a goal at the beginning of this year. This channel is all shades of it. So there are certain things I haven't shared on this channel yet. And one of them is that I am doing my PhD program. I've been doing it for quite a number of years. Okay. And every year it just seems like the goal keeps shifting. And it's not like I'm intentionally just shifting the goal. Anyway, at the beginning of the year, I planned to complete and submit my full drafts before I gave birth. So I didn't tell my supervisor that I was pregnant because I didn't want another concession. Anyway, 3rd trimester did what it was going to do. I couldn't meet that goal and I was beating myself up. And then I started recalling how God's time is different from my time. If I had my way, I would have just given up on this entire program. Do you understand? So that's just an aside. What I'm just trying to say is that sometimes we are putting so much pressure on ourselves while missing the point that it's not time. Do you understand? And with what I said regarding my content at the beginning as well, sometimes I'm just putting pressure. I need this to be out. I need this and I'm overwhelmed like daily. I just paused one day. I said, you know what? Everybody will be fine. Anytime I put out the content I am designing for my audience that are going to come, because I have still not reached 100 subscribers and I know this channel is going to do so well and it's to be monetized and God will take all the glory. Do you get? Well, that pressure, I need to churn out designs, especially for my content creator. I used to I'm not saying that be laid back, be lazy, procrastinate for no reason, but the world is going nowhere. Anytime you dish out that thing when it's ready, there will be people that would receive it. Do you get what I mean? So there is really no hurry when you should just relax and turn out something that is perfect instead of doing something wishy-washy. Because again, as a Christian, excellence is our watchword. Mediocrity has no place. So instead of rushing things, rushing projects, sometimes you're announcing things that are not yet ready, and then you're now stressing over, I already announced. Who told you to go announce it? God send you. God. Always just take your time and always check with God. Because I have to go check with God. Like, God, I'm not lazy. I'm not a dullard. What is going on with this program? Like, I'm stressed. And I just realized that, see, the world is, I don't know how to really explain it, but stop rushing things when it's not your time. And I even say this with regards to me coming back after giving birth, healing, getting back to my routine. Sometimes you are just putting so much pressure on yourself. I have to join this trend. I have to do this. I have to do that. If I don't quickly launch this program now, if I don't launch this service, if I don't launch this Christmas sale now, this discounts, and then it's a lie. Nothing is going to happen. See, the algorithm is designed in such a way that it makes you feel like if you don't do something now, especially if it's a trend or it's a particular challenge or this TikTok, whatever, like it's going to go into extinction and then you'll be able to catch up. It's a lie. I actually manage pages, social media pages, so I know it's not true. But the algorithm does that so that it can be the next best thing and then the next best thing, like that and like that. But you really need to just relax and give yourself grace, especially if you're just coming out of maybe you've just given birth. It takes a while before your body comes back to itself. I've been working out. I had to take like a 6-week break because my body just wasn't, I was tired. Do you understand? And sometimes I still have twitches in my wrist, in my hand, and that goes to show that I am still healing. It took 40 weeks to have that child, for the child to grow. So why am I in a hurry and putting so much pressure on myself that I want to snap back, I want to do this? I know better now. When I had my first, my God, the pressure was top tier. But now I'm loving every stage of my body. I'm loving the weight. I'm loving how the weight is fluctuating depending on how stressed I am. I'm loving when I'm able to work out, then I'm not able to work out too. All glory to Jesus. Do you understand? So that's the 5th lesson I learned this year, that you know what? Everybody will be fine. Take your time. If you've gone through therapy like I have, you need some time to process things, to get a hang of your mental health, your emotional intelligence, the way you respond, your psychology, everything. If you're going through a breakup, you need time to recover. If you've given birth, you need time for your body to heal. If whatever it is, if you've just graduated, you also need time. Just give yourself, there's no hurry. All this, if I don't get, relax. There's actually this sound that I really love. My daughter and I will always say it.
Relax. Relax. It's enough. It's enough.
So please relax. And this takes me to my next lesson, which is God's time is the best. It literally flows into each other. Speaking of what I just shared regarding my PhD, what we think is God's time sometimes is really not God's time, because we are made and wired in such a way that we calculate. I want to be out of school by this time. I want to have married by 25. I want to give birth by this. I want to have finished giving birth by so. Are you the one that would give you the birth? There are people that got married really young and they've been waiting on God for a child. They really want a child. And there are people that got married quite old, as what the world would describe as old. And it didn't even take them long. They've given birth to multiple children. What I'm just trying to say is that God's time is not man's time. The Bible says a day is like 1,000 years before the Lord. So you can imagine the calculation. The mathematics is not the same. So just relax and just always check with God. God, what's up about this thing? I can't tell you that waiting is easy. It's not. The waiting season is not easy. What I just know is that when it's God's time, it's going to be so beautiful. Everything we align, it will be perfect. Do you understand? So that's the 6th lesson I learned this year. The 7th lesson I learned this year is to be grateful. I know I've said be grateful for what's working and stop focusing on what's not working. But in general, human relations, just be grateful. Have this sense of gratitude. Always say thank you for any service that is provided for you, anything you buy, any kind word you receive, any encouragement. Like I got a lot of encouragements this year from my WhatsApp gang. Once again, to you guys. And I will forever be grateful. Like it's never too much to say thank you. Always be grateful for someone offering to lend a listening ear, just chat with you, stay up at night, pray with you, give you gifts, cash, encourage you words, connect you with something that you've been looking for. Be grateful, because gratefulness opens doors. So I learned this year to be exceptionally grateful. Be grateful for the family you have, be grateful for the friends you have, be grateful for moments. Like, I see that most times we're just in a hurry, like what I said, you're in a hurry, you're just rushing. You are missing moments that you should be grateful for, like you are seeing the sunset, be grateful. You're able to eat something awkward, very weird, you just dreamed it up in your head and you put it together. Be grateful, all right? The 8th lesson that I learned this year is to love out loud. You see this thing of, I really like that person, but I don't want that to know. I really like this person. No, I don't like all this DM love. If you love me, let me know. All this, you are doing so amazing, but you cannot shout me to the rooftop, especially when you know the kind of person that I am. My love language is words of affirmation. Like, if you give me gifts, I will appreciate. But those words of encouragement, I actually have screenshots of words that people have said into my life. Love out loud. This day and age of fake love and fangirling or fanboying people that don't send you, they don't know you, they don't care about you, while treating the people that are supposed to be in your inner circle properly, your close circle properly, is nonsense, guys. It doesn't make sense. If there are people in your life that you need to appreciate, as you're watching this video, just send them a message and thank them. Because I feel like we place too much emphasis on money, on connections, and we are losing that human relationship. That thing we used to have before social media, that thing we used to have where we value friendships, we value relationships, is going. You need to love people and let people know how you feel about them. Not that they will now die. You now be writing an issue. She was the something. He said, oh, see, tomorrow is not promised though. Love out loud. And this takes me to the next lesson I learned this year, which is to live out in full. Live to the fullest. Tomorrow is not promised. I literally just said this. Tomorrow is not promised. So if there is anything that you really want to do and you've checked with God and He says, yes, go for it, please stop caring about what people think. I'm really going to do that video next year, because I shared with you earlier how I was talking about being visible and the things I shared with my friend. I will go into detail next year. But that thing of just being so concerned about what people would say, and that's not helping you to live your best life, that's not life. That is not, see, life is already hard as it is. So when you base every action on what people say, people see, which people? Which of the people? Do they care? People are only there when you are making it. They want to associate with you when you've made it. So if there is something that you want to do for yourself, especially, not for social media validation, because sometimes we lose the plot. We just want to be visible for social media, but our lives are empty. The real life is empty. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is anything you want to do for yourself. My mentor is teaching me this and I'm taking it personal, because I need to live my best life, and I also want the same for you. Live in full. I did my best to live in full this year. I did my best. I tried. And so I used to do so much for people and very little for myself. I don't prioritize myself. But this year I tried, I tried, because I know tomorrow is not promised. And sometimes it's not even about thinking of you can die anytime. It's just, okay, truly you can die anytime. So if you died today now, what would you would have just suffered. As you're watching me now, just take small money, go and buy Sweeya and just enjoy your life. Buy Smooth. That's like Chapman. I think it's 500 naira or something. Enjoy your life. If there's something you've been wanting to buy, a dress, you can save up. Temu is disturbing us. They are stressing our life with ads. There's something you can get for less price. Buy it, please. Let nobody pressure you, okay? The 10th lesson I learned this year, which also flows from my number 8 and number 9 and now number 10. The last lesson is to prioritize yourself. You see, I have talked about it, I think, in one of my videos on this channel, how I don't prioritize myself, how I always carry people's matter on my head, and me, I can go and suffer however I like. I took that trait from my mother. And now this year, my mom retired, and I literally have to be teaching her that, see, it's time to enjoy your life. And so that I will not be an hypocrite, I had to be enjoying my own life too. So that I can say, see, mommy, take, enjoy yourself. Not every time, siblings. I carry my sibling matter on my head. Yes, it's good to love your siblings. I carry my in-law matter on my head. I do this, I do that. I carry all these people's matter on my head. Oh, you are a boss at your workplace. Oh, my staff must be fine. You call you that you're the boss. What of you? Your skin is breaking out because of stress. And on that skin note, I need to just shout hallelujah to God, because in one of the videos I haven't uploaded, when I was pregnant, you see my skin, it wasn't great. And this circle of wonderful women is bought me skincare products so that I can start, because I've never really believed in skincare routines and all of that. I've never had one. But they were like, Faith, no, we are not gonna let you. So they bought, and I have been doing my best to buy one more product every month, as much as I can afford, because I don't have a lot of money, but I have to look good. And look at me! Look at me! Look at, once my glow is back, once my baby face and skin comes back, if I don't get to hear word on this channel, I'll just be popping up every once in a while, just say, hi guys, I just want to show you my beautiful skin. But seriously, relax, live out fully, prioritize yourself, do what makes you happy. I've been working out, not because I'm trying to hurry the process of recovery in terms of what I said before, that give yourself time, but because I realized that I have to work out because it makes me feel good and energized for the day. And also, I will be snapping back small, because me, I must snap back. I must snap back. This chubby face is not too bad, but I like being slender. I like it. I actually want to get back to my size 8, and I know that slowly but surely I would get there. So those are the 10 things I learned this year. So let me know if you've enjoyed this video, and if any of the lessons have resonated with you. Are they similar to the lessons you've learned? What are the lessons that you have learned in 2024? Share with me in the comments, because I would love to read from you. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Before I go, if you are new here and you're yet to subscribe to this channel, see, I beg you, I am not shakoing. Please subscribe to my channel. Please, I'm fun to be with, though. I make good conversations. I can be funny sometimes. So please, guys, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.